Hey there, all you guys and dolls. It's me, John Pica, the artist also known as Big Daddy Cool, Johnny Della Rocca. And it's Monday night. I'm swinging solid from the Houdini room, from the Comixstravaganza live studios, and this is a Monday night. And I'm coming to you live tonight because this week's episode of Comixstravaganza Live is being postponed. I have to go out of the state, up north to Ohio, where I'm from, and attend a funeral of a dear, dear friend of mine, Tim Derrimer, a friend, a mentor, my first teacher in magic. He passed away over the weekend, and so I'm making the trip up to pay my respects and to celebrate his life with his other friends. But I wanted to take some time tonight to at least put something out there for this week and to talk about something really exciting. Today, Monday, Kevin Feige of Marvel Studios announced, get this, that Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, is going to be a character, a pivotal character, in the Ant-Man movie. Now this is so exciting because we've not seen her as a character in the trailer. As a matter of fact, we've not seen Hank Pym as Ant-Man in the trailer. And what makes this announcement particularly exciting is that Kevin Feige actually specifically called her the Wasp. That's right, the Wasp. So we know Ant-Man and the Wasp were active as a duo. We know a couple of things. We know that there's some flashback scenes with Hank Pym, Howard Stark, the actor who played Howard Stark in the Iron Man movies, is in the flashbacks. And we know that Haley Atwell is cast as Peggy Carter. I've been saying it for months, and I'm pretty sure, I'm going to bet that we see them in the flashbacks, but not only that, now that we know that the Wasp is a pivotal character, I'm going to bet that we see kind of an Avengers Beta team during the 1950s or 60s. And Agent Carter, Hank Pym, Janet Van Dyne, and Howard Stark, and maybe some of the Howling Commandos, or maybe some other heroes or agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that we don't know about. I had speculated that it was going to be flashbacks about the foundation of S.H.I.E.L.D. and flashbacks showing that Howard Stark and Hank Pym actually were the ones that created the Ultron protocol that Tony tried to reactivate or activate for the first time. And I think that's going to happen, but I'm willing to bet that we see some Avengers Beta action. And they've been holding it back from the trailers because here's the strategy, I think. Opening night, opening weekend, a lot of people go to see the movie, and the buzz and the sheer fan joy over the way they portray Hank Pym, Janet, the early days of S.H.I.E.L.D., whatnot, is going to create such huge buzz that it will guarantee that film stays at the top of the pack for the weeks to come. Now, there's some other evidence out on Wednesday that maybe supports this theory. Marvel Comics is releasing Ant-Man Larger Than Life. Now they've had an Ant-Man series going with Scott Lang as Ant-Man, but this book, this one, is the Hank Pym Ant-Man, and it reprints the very first appearance of Hank Pym in the comics, in costume. And that would be from the 60s. So I gotta think that they're releasing this because either they're repositioning Hank Pym to be the Ant-Man in the Marvel Universe once again. Now, the last time we saw Hank in the comic books, It looked like he had sacrificed himself to stop Ultron in Rage of Ultron. I don't know, though. This is exciting, and I hope I'm right. I hope that they're repositioning Hank Pym to be the Ant-Man going forward. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. All I know is that why would they do a Hank Pym Ant-Man story when Scott Lang is the Ant-Man in the movie? There's a bigger reason. Now, we know that Pym appears as Ant-Man in the movie, too. Lego kind of spilled the beans on this when they solicited their Ant-Man Lego action playset, because it comes with 3 minifigures. Scott Lang as Ant-Man, the Yellow Jacket character, and Hank Pym in a different Ant-Man costume. So we know Pym, a younger Pym, is going to appear as Ant-Man in the film. That's exciting to me. I'm a longtime Ant-Man fan, longtime Henry Pym fan. I actually believe, like Aquaman in the DC Universe, he is the most underrated character in the Marvel Universe, but more than that, I think Hank Pym is the center point, the center post of the entire Marvel Universe. Everything revolves around him. He invented Pym particles, which Reed Richards lifted to make unstable molecules. The Pym particles that he created are not only shrinking and growing particles to shrink and expand. They are the basis of Vision's density controlling powers. They are the basis of Wonder Man's super strength. They are the basis, obviously, of Atlas's growing abilities, but also that ionic, what they were calling ionic power, is actually based from Pym particles. He's a robotics genius, created the first AI. He is a biological biochemist genius, created the Pym particles, but also figured out a way to grow wings on Janet's back, his back, to emit the bioelectric stings. He is a robotics genius, not just AI, but robotics. He's built and rebuilt the Vision, Jocasta, Rover, other heroes, and he is a time travel and multi-dimensional explorer. He discovered Pym space and created the Infinite Mansion. His shrinking abilities. He doesn't just shrink himself, he can shrink other things just by his touch. In West Coast Avengers, you remember he reached out and he touched the wall and the wall just crumbled. It was awesome. He carries gadgets all over him that he can, expand at any time, including his own laboratory, which is tethered to Pym space. And through Pym space, he can teleport anywhere in reality. Dude is the scientist supreme. I didn't call him that. He didn't call himself that. That was eternity. The living consciousness of the entire universe dubbed him the scientist supreme. Over Richards, over Doom, over Stark. It's Pym. In my opinion, all of his abilities, his mind power, his inventions, all combined in unison makes him one of the top three most powerful Marvel Universe characters. I'm excited for Ant-Man. Now, before we go, a couple of new comics coming out this week. Just want to kind of give you a heads up. Captain Midnight 24 comes out this Wednesday. Final issue. I'm super excited about it. A little bit sad. Month after month, this has been the most consistent and satisfying series out there. But Josh Williamson brings the entire story to a close this Wednesday with issue number 24. Also out this week, Rasputin number 6. Now, we thought the story was over with issue number 5. Stop it. We're going forward again with issue number 6. It's 100 years later. That's right. Did Rasputin die? Or Did he survive? How did he survive? Obviously, he survived. It's issue number 6, 100 years in the future. We're going to have to wait and find out. And then finally, Shadow, number 100 from Dynamite. Great, great book. Matt Wagner, Howard Chaykin, Francesco Francavilla. Unbelievable. All doing different stories and art. And Matt Wagner has written some of the best Phantom stuff I've read in a long time. Howard Chaykin was born to draw the Phantom. And when you see Francavilla's work on this, boom! It's some of his best work. So Phantom, number 100, on shelves this week. One last thing. Hardcover deluxe slipcase edition, Agent Peggy Carter. It's a book going through the entire first season. Art, characters, stories. I think there might even be some comic material, but it is a deluxe hardcover slipcase, which means it's got a box slipcase over it, and that'll be awesome. Awesome. If you're a fan of Agent Carter like I was and am, you'll be wanting to grab that. Well, guys and gals, that's all the time we have for this week. Tune in. Even if you're not watching us right now, tune in Wednesday. You can watch this over because it will be broadcast on graphicpolicy.com. You can check it out on YouTube as well. And I guess that's it. Visit our sponsor, Comic Bento. Show notes in the or link in the show notes, and subscribe to graphicpolicy.com. Until the next time, swing hard, swing often. I'll catch you on the flip side.